Just going to take you through a quick presentation today, just to sort of learn more about what's in store at JJD, what's to come, and sort of give an idea of what exactly JJD is and how we're hoping to serve you and serve the community at large. So we're just going to go ahead and get started just to make sure that we're good on time. We're going to first do a round of introductions. I'll go first. My name is Jonathan Owe. I have a background in banking and wealth management. And really, what is important to me about JJD is really that I think we're really serving or performing a niche role. There's a lot out there that we'll talk about, but I think JJD fits into an area where it's able to help its community with a need that's definitely needed. So I'll pass it to David.
Yeah, I'm David Elias. I'm a software engineer by trade. Graduated from St. John's University with a Master of in data mining and predictive analytics. Basically, I'm behind the tech in JJD, and I'm hoping to make everything more accessible for the community, technologies in investing and knowledge in investing. I'll pass it to Josiah.
My name is Josiah Owe. Thank you, David. I am a project manager. I have a background in civil engineering as well as an MBA from Penn State University. I'm pretty much with JJD. I'm looking forward to, just bringing investment to people who don't have access to it. To me, it's very important, especially, coming from school. We weren't really taught what it meant to invest. So I believe it's very important, to provide that aspect of life to, people that, don't normally have, access to it. So that's why JJD is important to me. Passing on to Gabrielle.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gabrielle Alford. I have a bachelor's in communications and marketing from Temple University, and I have my master's in public administration from LIU Brooklyn. I am part of the marketing communications team. So I am the person that makes sure that all your information comes through and it's user friendly. So we're using terms so that it is now we're able to digest it, understand it, really making sure that you get the education corner, your newsletters, working on your social media so that we can be more interactive with you, hear from you, speak to you, see what you're interested in, and really making sure that the education portion of things is pushed out to you, as well as other ways that we can interact and connect with the community at large and the likes of that.
Awesome. So there you have it. That's your JJD team. And so we're just going to move ahead in the presentation and start to really talk about why JJD exists. And a main reason for that is because of this number right here. So 70%. I'm just going to read the quote off. Families in the top 10% of income earners accounted for 70% of the dollar value of all stock holdings in 2019. The bottom 60% of income earners owned only 7% of all stock that year. And this is from a recent report published by USA Facts. And the main purpose for having this number displayed to this level is that it points to what we see in our society as to the disparity that happens between the wealthy class and everyone else. And so first things first, the wealthy, they know that stocks is a great way to increase your wealth. And so when you're thinking about that, you see that a lot of the wealthy actually invest in stocks, but a lot of those who do not come from wealth, they do not invest in stocks. And so because they don't invest in stocks, they're missing out on ways to increase their earnings and grow their wealth. And there's a lot of reasons for that, right? For the most part, the wealthy, they have tons of different avenues through which they could go and increase their wealth. They have people who go to college who could invest on their behalf. They have, access to all these different types of funds that could help grow their money. They have people who will just pay attention to increasing their money in the market. But all of these options aren't really available to those who do not fall into that wealth class. People who are not in that wealth class, their options are more limited. So it's either you buy stocks directly using an app or like a different platform, or else if you're not able to use one of these platforms, you are looking at options of maybe using a robo-advisor, because most of the other wealth managers and asset managers most likely are just using their times to attract the ultra high net worth individuals. And so this is where JJD comes into play in just attacking like this market this niche market that doesn't really have access to the avenues of the ultra wealthy. And we're really here to just really not only help people know that the market is a great way to build wealth, but also to just help them have access to the market. And the reason for that is this: the importance of investing. And really, when you look at investing, some people think, oh, I don't know how to invest, or oh, I don't have time to invest, or oh, I don't want to lose money. But honestly, if we look at all these reasons aside, it's important that even if you're just investing $1, it's important that everybody is partaking in the markets. And the example is showed on the screen right here. As you can see, even something as little as an initial investment of $50, with you contributing $10 every month, that could grow to thousands of dollars. Of course, it will take time, but it's that you don't want to be missing out on this opportunity to grow your wealth. And of course, the expected rate of return is never really guaranteed. But if you zoom out from the market and look at it from a decade perspective or more years, you would see that the trend of the market is generally to go up. And so over time, you would see your wealth accumulated. And so that's one of the main reasons that we are here. So I'll just pass it on to David, who will take you through more of what JJD does.
So regarding the asset management, is basically our portfolio is a little bit different than other funds because we are very diversified. If you look at other funds, they usually just focus, let's say, on just tech, just focus on industrial stocks or just stocks at all. But what we're trying to do is basically try to have our fingers in all baskets because we don't know what the future holds. If anybody tells you they know the future, they're practically lying to you because we can only guess based on probabilities. So we diversify into obviously stocks, but within stocks, we go into growth stocks, value stocks, emerging markets from other countries that many funds completely ignore. And if they do not ignore, they just completely go full into emerging markets. But we have to diversify into both US and emerging markets. And we also diversify into assets like precious metals. So gold, silver, and other commodities like steel, copper, uranium, and other assets like bonds and crypto, which is very new. But there's a need that we need to protect ourselves against everything because we don't know what might happen in the future. So we need to be hedged against everything. So for example, if inflation occurs, we could protect ourselves by having commodities and crypto. Gold and silver has been tested historically to protect you against inflation. Crypto is kind of new, but there's argument on why it will protect you against inflation. Now, if deflation happens, which might be very rare, but it could happen, bonds are there to protect you against that. If the economy, let's say, just keeps roaring and without a high inflation or without deflation, then we'll be in stocks, in American stocks. And let's say we enter the decade where it's no longer the decade of the United States, it's the decade of China or the decade of Russia. We'll be diversified into those other countries too, because we don't know what the future holds. So now going into education, now I might have mentioned words like deflation, inflation, now there's stagflation as well. We're also trying to teach what those terms mean and the dynamic of the markets. How does gold protect me against inflation? Why does it go up when inflation goes up? Like through our newsletter and through our educational corner, we'll try to either provide articles or videos to try to help everybody out. Because I feel that America is one of the most financialized countries in the world. Yet most of the population doesn't understand most of the market dynamics, which is kind of ironic. And we're trying to fix that. And by us, sharing this information, trying to educate the public, which we're also trying to form a community. Hopefully, when people start understanding what all of this means, then maybe we'll start adding features of, hey, maybe let's start voting for what else to invest. But we're also forming a community because we're also going to let you know what we're going to invest in. So let's say we are trying to invest into alternative energies, right? So like uranium and EVs, right? Well, when it comes to EVs, you need copper, right? You need those metals. And so one way to invest into electric vehicles is by investing into copper. So we need to explain to the community why we're investing in copper or why we're investing in uranium energy. And regarding accessibility, well, we have the site up, right? And if you visit the site, you can basically see, well, easily your share price if you log in, the share price of the fund. But more importantly, you can see what we're holding, what's our portfolio breakdown. So we're not really hiding anything from you. So not only are we trying to explain why we're doing this kinds of investments, but we're basically giving you the layout. We're giving our reasons for everything in the open. It's not like most funds that you give them the money, they charge you a 5% fee, and then talk to you once every quarter or something, and you don't know what's going on, and they might not even care if you lose money or not. They got your fees, so why do they need to share anything else with you? So we're trying to fix that, make it more accessible, and educate the community as a whole.
All right, David, I'll take it from here. So how it works, I know this is what everybody's been waiting for. What do I have to do to get down with JJD? First things first, you have to sign up. As you'll see in the next slide, as we move over, you'll see our very, very detailed website that has just been launched, where you can actually go in, sign up. You'll get, customized features for your own self, so that you can see your investments, what you're making, what your return is on your investment, and the likes of that. But even then, you'll have access to our education corner and all types of details like that. You can also reach out to us through our contact us page to let us know that you're interested and that you really want further instructions on how to invest. That information, when you sign up or you contact us, comes directly to our emails, and usually somebody will get back to you within 24 hours. So your money will be in the market with the quick turnaround. Really, it depends on you and how fast you can get your funds to us. Once you're invested, you can relax and know that your funds are being taken care of by people that care about your money and are able to diverse and really make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck. You're getting the best investments that you can find, and you're finding investments, or we're finding investments for you that are safe and that you can rely on. Even if you don't have any understanding of what the market really holds and how it works and things like that, you can rest assured that we understand and that we're going to take care of you. And like David said, we're very transparent in terms of where your money goes, your returns on your investments. And with the accessibility, we communicate that with you. So you'll see those things, and not only in our new investor forums, but you'll also see that in our newsletters. You'll also see it in your monthly blast that you get. And now at the click of your fingers, when you sign in, you register, you'll be able to see it for yourself almost daily if you really choose to look at it that way. So that's why you can relax and know that your money is accounted for. Like I was referring to, our new website, I know you guys are looking at it. It looks so good. We've come a long way. There's many more things that will be added to it. But if you just go to jjdfund.com, or even if you just type it into your Google search bar, you put in JJD Fund, it will pop up. You'll see in the corner, you'll see your sign up or log in. You'll put in your details there, your email and the password that you've selected for yourself. And you will be able to go in and see your customized profile and see your funds, the return on your investments and the likes of that. We also have information where it shows your top holdings of where our money is going and what we're really trending for the moment. You'll see the current share prices. So when you are looking to go and invest more money, you'll see exactly what you'll be buying into the fund at. We are adding more things into the fund. So soon you'll start seeing more videos specifically from the JJD team. You'll see more of our Education Corner articles, which have gone out to in your newsletter that go into your emails. And the last thing that I do want to say, I might be jumping ahead on the slide, is make sure that you are getting all of our emails. So make sure that you're marking us not as spam, that you want to receive it directly into your inbox so you're not missing anything. A lot of information does go out to you, if not weekly, definitely quarterly and sometimes monthly. So we want to make sure that you're getting all the details and notes and updates in a timely manner. So that you can get that information directly and not really have to be, lost in the wind and be out of the loop in terms of that. We are also moving forward with these investor forum meetings. So we do want to hear from you. We want to know your feedback, how you felt about this, but we also want to know what you want to hear from us. We do have some investor forum meeting schedules, just that will really be more educational. We'll speak to cryptocurrency, saving your money, what that actually looks like in terms of investing, why it's important to invest, even for some of us that are saying, I don't have the money to do it. We'll talk about that too. So there's a lot of cool topics that are user-friendly that you don't want to miss in that regards. Also our education corner videos, more of those will be coming as well. Very similar to the investor forum meetings, we will be touching on topics in those videos that will be short, very insightful, and very educational that you don't want to miss out on. It will definitely help you build your knowledge in terms of, your breadth of knowledge in terms of investment stocks and how the market works and even just how money works. JJDFundUpdates.com. Those .com updates will be coming shortly. So make sure you're paying attention to your emails. Like I said, look out for those blasts. So you'll see when certain updates are taking place, more specifically our education corner in those videos being integrated into our website. And lastly, our investor engagement. We are going to make sure we're going full force on social media. We had sent out information before regarding our handles on all social media channels. So just make sure you're looking out for those blasts when they do come through. We will be going with education posts. We'll be going with, fun posts, engaging posts. So we want to hear from you, engage with you, especially in that, as we know that social media and the internet is the new wave. So we want to make sure that we're a part of this movement that's happening there.
Awesome. Thank you, Gabby. We hope that you enjoyed that presentation. We did want to leave some time at the end of the presentation for some Q&A. So I believe you have some buttons below in your Zoom portal. So whether if you have a question or whether you want to say something about to us and engage with us, you could click the raise your hand button, or you could just simply type your question into the chat and we'll just answer each and every question that comes our way. So I'll open it up. Whatever questions you guys have or whatever feedback you have, please, now is the time to share.